In this video, I am showing you guys the best and cheapest pro detailing DIY extractor, and we're using it to extract 15-year-old upholstery. What's going on, guys? Luke here with Wilson Auto Detailing. Not all that long ago, I officially made the switch to a DIY extractor that I use professionally, and it is the Rip Clean Better Extractor Kit attached to my 4-gallon rigid shop vac. The Rip Clean Better Extractor Kit basically comes with the head, the water hose, as well as the vacuum hose. It takes 0 time to put together and 0 instructions. It attaches to the 4-gallon rigid shop vac, and that is it. That is all you have to do. Now, before we look at it actually extracting the upholstery, I want to say I suggest buying the extractor kit. I have done it both ways, where I've purchased all the little adapters, all the little fittings to basically transform your detailing vacuum into an extractor. It does not make sense. It is such a headache to try to get all of those little pieces right. This is not sponsored, but I do suggest just buying the kit and being done with it. If you buy the kit plus the 4-gallon rigid shop vac at $100, you're gonna come in at about a total cost of $315. Now, before I compare that to the other extractor options, let's talk about why I love this extractor so much. The first thing you're gonna notice in the video is the wide mouth of the actual head of the extractor. And the reason I'm highlighting this is because if you were to use something like the Mighty Light 8070, which is an extractor I also have, you have a very thin lip on the head of the suction part of the extractor. And the reason for that is because as you dial in or squeeze down, for example, a straw, and you force liquid through it, you're gonna get more, let's say, pressure, right? More suction power. But if you have a wide mouth, you're going to have less suction power. Well, the reason why you can have a wide mouth with the Rip Clean Better Extractor Kit that I'm using here, and you're not gonna sacrifice any suction power, is because you're attaching it to the 4-gallon rigid shop vac, which gives it an insane amount of suction, because I believe this vacuum is actually a 5 horsepower. So you're getting all the power of the vacuum, but in extractor form. The wide mouth also lets you pull up a ton of liquid and debris at one time. Because you're using the vacuum as the waste bin, basically, all of the debris that comes in through that wide mouth goes into the waste bin. It's not gonna hurt the machine because it's just a vacuum. Well, as a pro detailer, I want to be able to pull out more liquid, more even dry debris as a 2-in-1 if I can, and this machine allows me to do it. And of course, like I said, the number one thing you want to look for in an extractor is suction power, and this is absolutely giving you all the suction power you could possibly want because it is a vacuum. When you get into the world of dedicated extractors, the extractor machines are trying to do a lot with one machine. They're trying to be a heater, as well as a water reservoir, as well as a waste tank reservoir. And when you put all those things together, you have to start sacrificing in certain areas to put it all in one machine. The reason I love the DIY approach for professional detailers like myself is because you're getting exactly what you need at an extremely low cost without sacrificing anything. Super wide mouth to pull debris, to pull a ton of liquid, and you're getting a crazy amount of suction because it's actually the motor of a vacuum. Now, the two other things that I have to highlight for the mobile detailers out there is just how portable a machine like this is. The 4-gallon rigid shop vac has become really the standard in the pro detailing world, at least in the mobile detailing world, as far as I'm concerned, because of how powerful it is versus how small and portable it is. Most extractors are unbelievably heavy and really difficult to get in and out of a sedan, a truck, a van, and you're gonna break your back doing it, especially something like the Mighty Light 8070. I love heated carpet extractors, but when you're on location, you need something that you can throw around. Not only is this super durable and I can toss it around and I never break anything, but it is so easy to pull in and out when you're on location packing up or just getting there and unpacking. In addition to that, I'm never going to run out of water because I hook it up to the hose itself. I'm hooking it up to the water supply. Because it's a DIY vacuum extractor, there's no place to hold clean water. There's no clean water reservoir. Because of that, I prefer this machine. I'm not having to fill it up and then run out and then fill it up again. I hook it up directly to the hose and I never run out of clean water. Now, before I get into the exact method of cleaning I used here so you understand exactly what products to use, I want to compare the DIY Rip Clean Extractor Kit to, number one, the more expensive option, the Mighty Light 8070, and number two, the Pro Bissell Spot Clean that sits about $99. The reason why I love a small machine like the Bissell Spot Pro is because when I need a tiny little spot cleaned on an upholstery, or I need to pull out a little bit of water from a floor mat that I just pressure washed, a little machine like the Bissell Spot Pro is great just for pulling out water or tiny jobs. The problem is the 4-gallon rigid shop vac coupled with the Rip Clean Better Extractor Kit fits what I need for portability, and it also fits what I need for affordability. So even if I just need a little spot taken care of, I'm generally just gonna reach for my DIY rather than having to pull out another machine. Just like I said with the Mighty Light 8070, the advantage is that you get a heated carpet extractor. You also get a lot of suction power. The problem is, in my pro detailing world, what I've learned is heated carpet extractors only take you so far, and if you use the right combination of detailing products on the front end, that's gonna take care of about 80% of the work for you, and the extraction is nothing more than to flush out the seat or the upholstery in the first place. And I do not think, as a pro detailer, a heated carpet extractor is necessary when you have a machine like this. Now that segues me into the products and tools that I'm using here. On old upholstery like this that has been beat up for the last 15 years and people have even like thrown up in this car, I'm going to use the 3-tiered carpet cleaning system from P&S. The primary reason for that is because when I'm doing an extraction, I am not going to follow my normal approach of light repeated applications. I'm gonna soak the upholstery in enzyme cleaner first, use my drill brush, follow up with the carpet bomber, and then extract. Not light repeated applications. I'm using a lot of product and I'm always using enzyme cleaner on the front end. That is the secret to incredible extraction on old upholstery that's also light gray, that's gonna show anything. If you wanna avoid wicking, use the enzyme cleaner on the front end. If you wanna make the carpet shampoo more effective, use the enzyme cleaner on the front end. I also like to finish with a peroxide finisher because it ensures that I don't get any weird crusty feel on the upholstery afterwards. Now I wanna bring you guys in for the after look of this particular 4Runner, just so that you guys can see kind of the dramatic before and after of the upholstery. Dramatically different. One of the reasons why extraction is so necessary with upholstery like this is because you can often experience wicking with upholstery like this, old and really dirty, if you're only addressing one specific spot, because the whole thing is so disgusting. When the chemical seeps into that one spot that you're trying to just spot treat, it's gonna grab the dirt from the other parts of the upholstery and you're gonna see that wicking effect afterwards. It's why when you're dealing with old light colored upholstery, I almost always extract just like you saw in this video. Once again, guys, could not suggest the Rip Clean Better Extractor Kit more. I think it's an incredible DIY extractor, as well as the 3-tiered carpet cleaning system from P&S when you're dealing with a situation just like this. If you wanna grab my full list of tools and products I suggest for pros, check out the Pro Detailing Toolbox below. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, a great detailer is always learning, and I'll see you in the next video.